How do I work when I spend so many days like this? Battling 3 different chronic illnesses my whole life, every moment of my life. Here's the secret.
I never get used to the fact that most of the time it looks like you're doing nothing. Fix you something?
Have flu-like symptoms today. Just started randomly after the storm passed yesterday, and wasn't even expecting it to rain. I do react severely to any weather. How do I work when I spend so many days like this? How did I shoot music videos for the largest dancer on the planet? How did I become a consultant for Wall Street and the stock exchanges? And how did I start my own fashion magazine when I've been battling 3 different chronic illnesses my whole life, every moment of my life? Here's the secret: practical visualization and imagination. I don't mean visualization like write the number 1,000,000 and put it in your pocket and someday you're going to be a millionaire. By practical visualization, I mean whatever goals you have that your illness is preventing you from doing. It could be a small goal, or it could be a big career goal or relationship goal, or personal growth and skills. Once you have figured 1 goal or 2 goals or 10 goals, it doesn't stop there. This isn't some new age, just wish it and it'll happen. What you want to do is, while you're laying here, start thinking about how the goal is possible. And if it's a lofty goal, if it's becoming something that you never imagined you'd be doing, the goal will be hard and it might seem impossible. So you break it down into intermediate goals, and you keep breaking it down and laying out a map for yourself and thinking about what that map is until you get to something small enough that you can work on right now. And when I say work on it while you're sick and can't move, or can't stand up, or have a pounding headache, you work on it by visualization and imagination. And we have the internet now, so you can learn about anything that you can ever possibly imagine. There's more content out there about every subject than you can absorb in a lifetime. So there's no shortage of ways to learn. When I was growing up in the 80s, there was no internet, and I just had to imagine a lot of things on my own, and then whenever I could, try to look it up in books. But it does require holding a lot of things in your mind, and that's one of the things that you can slowly develop even if you can't go anywhere. And as you learn, you also start to be able to imagine more and more what it's like to do that specific thing that you're trying to learn, and you keep playing over your mind. And you don't just think about the same steps over and over. You start thinking about all the possible scenarios and all the variations and how it might feel to you and what might happen if you say this, or what might happen if you do that.
And sometimes that means tricking yourself in your mind to say that you can't do this, or your weaknesses are here, but yet you still try to work on improving those weaknesses. A lot of people may say, well, Michael Jordan never had weaknesses. Michael Jordan had weaknesses. He just had to dig deep inside himself to figure out what they were and challenge himself to improve those weaknesses.
Oh, this is actually very practical. If you visualize things and think about it, you don't actually need to play it out in real life, because if you do, it might be embarrassing, or it might take a lot of time.
Hello, class, and welcome to Bobsleigh University. My name is Kaylee Humphreys, world and Olympic champion. So what exactly are they doing? Well, like every other sport, we're visualizing our way down the track. So you'll see their hands move, and everything's about feeling in our sport. So some people, hands high, hands low. You'll see some guys spin around numerous times. Really, they're trying to feel their way down the track, trying to make the steers like they would on the track. We only get so many runs and trips down the actual track, and so by doing it over and over and over in your head, it gives you more runs, more trips, and more feeling.
So after a while, you visualize and imagine every little step and every possibility of what it would be like to reach a goal and what that path looks like. At that point, you are ready and just waiting for the opportunity to feel better and get your hands-on opportunity to do what you have played over in your mind over and over, and it's already become second nature to you. This is exactly how I improved my videography skills, even though my time behind the camera is very, very limited, just because I can't even go out much, or a lot of times I'm not even strong enough to hold a camera. But I played it over in my mind and try to imagine myself as the YouTube instructors who I try to learn from. And each time my video quality gets amazingly better. And when there gets to be too much to think about while you're visualizing, imagining, write stuff down. It's a lot easier now with the phone. You can write down your notes and ideas and start weaving your plan together. You don't have to waste this time while you're in bed. You can continue to make progress and not lose this time. I know that's what a lot of you guys are feeling, is you feel like if you're at home, can't go out, you're going to lose a lot of time, you're going to fall further behind. But what I'm telling you right now is how you can keep up or even get ahead of people.